All right, today is May 2nd. It's a Friday, and I am up 0.9% on the day. I hit my daily goal. I slept in this morning, so I didn't get in during prime time trading hours, but I still took two trades, just a couple small dip trades, and I made one of them was on a 90-cent stock. I made 2 cents or 3 cents on that. And then the other one was on like a $9, close to a $10 stock, and I made about 12 cents per share on that one. They were both kind of clean, low risk, kind of just sniped part of a move. I could have sat in longer on both of them and made a little bit more, but I just got green and got out. I only used half of my account today. I used a quarter per trade. After yesterday's big red day, I wanted to just take it easy and not do anything that really made me anxious or put me at any sort of risk. So an easy green day, basically hit my daily goal for the day, so that's also awesome. And I'll show you the trades on the computer here. Alright, so this was my first trade of the day on PLRZ. This is looking at the 1 minute chart, which is what I always trade off of. I just did a little swing dip trade here. I only stayed in the trade for about 3 or 4 minutes. I got in at 98 cents and I sold at $1.01. Due to the low cost, I had quite a few shares, so this really helped my daily percentage go up. This was the move I was watching. I watched it come down, waiting for it to kind of come back in contact with the 9 EMA. I was thinking about getting in here, and then we had a little red doji. I didn't like that. And then the next candle formed a little bit of a topping tail. I wasn't crazy about that either, so I knew this next candle was going to kind of either make or break this move. Live trading, the candle seemed to hold up really well and maintain that 97, 98 cent range. So I figured at this point it's probably going to at least break through the dollar mark. I got in on this candle. Got kind of nervous with this doji candle here, but MACD's nice and open. We still have some good green volume here. I sat on it through the doji. It went up. This candle busted the $1 mark. Then we had another doji, and it kind of hovered right around $1.02, and that's when I sold it. I figured it's either going to kind of dump off or take off and make a few more cents. I had already hit some green profit on it, so I got out while it was green, and I got kind of lucky. If I would have sat on it longer, we obviously kind of tanked a little bit. It did end up swinging back for a little more profit up to the 104 mark, and it kind of hovered there for a few candles. But like I said, I got out on this green doji. I was in the profit at that point, and that's an easy green trade. Take it and move on. So this is my second trade on the day. This is on KIDZ, KIDZ, the trade I lost a lot of money on yesterday. I did another little quick dip trade here. I was watching it briefly, following the 9 EMA here. I could see it kind of coming down, and I knew that one of these next few candles is going to start coming back up above the 9 EMA and ride that. I ended up getting in on this green candle right here. I was tempted here, and we had a big red candle with a little bit of kind of close to high volume seller. Nothing crazy there, but it made me a little nervous about this move just kind of reversing and not following the same trend. So I held off for a while. Another green candle here, and then we had a really big green candle. This is where I ended up getting in at. If you look at the MACD, we're just starting to open here, and so I got in on this candle. I ended up filling at about 968, which is the kind of close to the top of this candle, which I wasn't crazy about. But when I was watching the level 2, it had to kind of break through that low 960 mark. I think the big seller was at like 962. So I waited for that to break through before I got in. We had a red doji candle made me kind of nervous. I almost sold here, but I ended up waiting for the next candle, and it turned out to be a good candle. I sold on this candle at 9.80. I kind of expected it to break through to 10, but I was just a little skittish after that red doji. I didn't want to have a big flush. If we look back here, there's been several big, huge red candles on this chart, and I got my butt kicked yesterday by not waiting. And looking back, maybe I should have waited, because it ended up climbing to around the 10.30 mark or so, settled in there. So I could have made close to another 50 cents worth of profit per share on this, but I got green and got out on this candle. 12 cents on the share on the move there, so I can't complain about it. Easy green, get green and get out, and it helped me stay green on the day, and just a nice, clean, stress-free trade.